those dreams are going to get way more vivid, and you're going to understand and why they are getting vivid. They getting vivid because universe, higher power, whoever you believe in, is telling you that you need to follow your dream. Hello, world, and welcome back to A Dose of Samille. I am your host, Samille. I hope you're having a great night, evening, morning, day, whenever you're watching this. Whatever. So, I decided that with my channel that I was going to spend a week on certain topics. So like this week, I'll be talking about spirituality, the journey to spirituality, and so forth and so on. Okay. Being that it is that I'm in my mid-30s, discovering the actual meaning of spirituality, and wanting to go along on this journey has been eye-opening, to say the least. So whether you're in your teens, your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, as long as you are breathing and have a pulse, you can start your spiritual journey at any time. So I want to start off with saying that a spiritual journey starts when you have a heightened feeling of knowing that there's more to life than what you have going on in the present moment. That's the quick Samille definition. I will get into the actual Webster Dictionary psychology definition in a little bit. So, like I was saying, if you feel like there is disconnection, I'm sorry, you probably hear trains and stuff. Okay, so sorry about that. Disconnection from self. If you say, for instance, I'll give you an example. Say, for instance, you're on a job and you are just tired of that job, and you're sitting at that job every day, and you're like, there is way more to life than just me sitting at this job working for somebody. I know that I have a stronger purpose in life than just doing this job. So it's really the disconnection between yourself and where you want to be is when you get ready to, or be ready to start your spiritual journey. Again, with the job situation, as my example, I had a job last year, and they let me go. And, sometimes we may look at it as, oh my God, what are we going to do next? What am I going to do next? And this is probably all in the plan of the universe, God, or, higher power, whoever you believed in. So sometimes you have to look at negative situations and know that there is something positive to come out of it. And when you realize that, that's when you are most definitely ready to try to go along on your spiritual journey, or that you are ready to start on your spiritual journey. I have to refer back to the disconnection in life. If you are disconnected with friends, with family, with relationships, if you feel like you may be out of place, if you feel like you don't fit in, then that is, a sign that you're probably ready to start your spiritual journey. It is going to be long. It is going to be unpredictable, but in the end, it is going to be worth it because it will open up so many doors and opportunities and your mind to a lot more world and life that you never thought of. So I did not come up with these signs, but I resonated with these signs when I decided to start my spiritual journey. And I am currently on it. I think this is going to be something where I had to get started. Now, I don't think that it's going to ever end, but at least you want to start it, okay? So I came up with, I believe it is 7 signs. It may be 8, but you know, with me, I seem to lose count a whole lot when I'm too focused. So, but anyway, here are some signs. 7. I believe is 7. I think that's what I wrote down, 7. Here are 7 signs to let you know you are ready to start this new chapter in your life. So number 1, as I said before, you feel disconnected from everything. Your job, your family, your friends, your significant other. I don't know if you would feel disconnected from your children. I don't think so. I think that's just, you know, you probably wanted to form different relationships with your children. Feeling disconnected from life, knowing that there is higher purpose for you. And, you know, like I said, you go to job, you're bored out of your mind, you know that your value is way more than what that job is paying you. So you feel a disconnect, you're not performing the best, and you go home and complain to your family and friends, and they want to know, so what are you going to do about it? You have to try to figure out what it is you're going to do about it. And again, this is where you decide that, okay, it's time for me to start something different. It's time for me to look into my belief, whatever that is, and see what's going to help me change my life. So number 1, disconnected. Number 2, your dreams are more vivid. So, you know, we all have dreams of, you know, when we were younger, we had dreams of, I want to be this when I got older. I want to be this when I get older. Or we got older and I'm like, I want to change jobs now. I want to do this. I have a dream of making this. I have a dream of starting a business. I have a dream of starting a nonprofit. If you see those dreams more vivid and you see yourself and you're daydreaming about it and you're placing yourself in those dreams, that is a spiritual awakening happening. And it's time for you to start your journey to figure out what it is and what those dreams are telling you. And once you figure out that it is time for you to do something different, those dreams are going to get way more vivid, and you're going to understand and why they are getting vivid. They getting vivid because universe, higher power, whoever you believe in, is telling you that you need to follow your dreams. Okay, you need to follow your dreams. So like I'm doing now, I'm following my dream of being a YouTuber with hopes that I am a successful YouTuber. And that was just one of my dreams. I've had this dream for the last 3-4 years, but I never acted on it because I was just too scared and too frightened and was worried about what people would think of me, what people would say about me. And that's just not what it is anymore. You get to a certain point also in your awakening and in your journey where you just don't care what others say. You just do what's best for you. So number 2 is your dreams will get more vivid and that's when you know it's time. Number 3 is, and again, if you watch my videos, you know I have notes because I do not want to forget. This is not one of those freestyle videos yet. I will be getting there, but right now I just want to make sure everything is written down and intact. So number 3, you will experience synchronicities or a deja vu. So example, you might have a thought about a friend, about running into a friend, and you actually next day run into that friend at the location where you had this dream or thought that you were going to run into them. Okay, that is I believe that is maybe a deja vu moment. Okay, I never could get the understanding about deja vu, but I'm gonna try and figure out that that's what it was. That's what it is. Synchronicities. Now this is where I relate like I don't know what. Synchronicity in numbers, especially numbers. I'm gonna say within the last 6-7 months, I kept seeing the numbers 1049. Now, 1049 was or is significant to me because that's my mother's birthday. But you know, I didn't think about it, you know. But then I'm sitting at the computer, 1049. Look at the clock on the stove, 1049. There's a license plate, 1049. Another clock in the car is saying 1049. So if you happen to know numbers and you see them all the time and you notice them, now somebody else may not notice them. Or if you see numbers, repeating numbers, 1111, 222, 4444, you know, if you see those numbers, look up the meaning of those numbers because those are angel numbers. And your angels, because we do have angels, are trying to let you know something through those numbers. And when you decide to look those numbers up, there are meanings. So I strongly advise and strongly encourage you to, you know, look those numbers up, see what the meaning is, and see how they relate to your life and what's going on right now. So, yeah. Before I go on, like I said, I try not to, I don't want to keep y'all on, but I always find myself talking a little bit more than what I want to. If you like this particular video or any other videos that I have, please feel free to subscribe. Please feel free to hit that like button. Please share with your friends, family who may need to see this. Maybe it was you that needed to see this. You never know who needs this information in their life, or you know, or what people are going through, where they need this information. And if I would love to know, you know, your experience in life and what's going on and how you feel like, you know, a spiritual journey might help you, please, you know, let me know in the comments, comment down below. I would love to read about your experience if it's something that you want to start. But yes, I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you. Moving on to number 4, your relationships. I can't talk tonight. Okay. Your relationships shift. What a tongue twister there. Meaning that, say for instance, you're in a relationship with somebody, significant other, and things just don't feel the same anymore. I mean, you love that person, you have love for that person, you really strongly, deeply care about that person, but it's just something in you that is just not the same. You know, maybe it's, you know, you need something more from the relationship that maybe that person is not given to you. And you're trying to figure out within yourself if it's something that you need to change within yourself. Is it something where you just need to let the relationship go? Is it something that you and your partner can work on? Along with significant other relationships, you have friendships where you just seem like you and your friends are just not on the same page anymore. and you feel like, wow, what is going on? This is that time where you need to step outside of yourself and figure out, or be ready to go on a spiritual journey to figure out who you are and what makes you happy in those relationships, and also what you can give to those relationships that maybe you were not giving before. So that is definitely an eye-opener when your relationships start to shift, whether it's with family, friends, significant others, professional life, like in your work life. It is time. It's time. Number 5, you recognize that the people that you hang around, or that you relate yourself to, or you share your time with, are just on totally different paths. And you're like, wow, my path is a little different. Not to say that I'm better than you, but my path is a little different than what it was before, or last month, or last year. And you see Susie Jane or Susie Q over here, and you see a change in her, and you're like, she's moving different, you know, she's moving different. So she's gotten into her own lane, and maybe she's started her spiritual journey, and now you feel like she's moving a little different. Or, you know, somebody come and tell you, you know, you're not the same anymore. That might be an indicator where you need to go ahead and start your journey, because you may not be the same anymore. What used to tickle your fancy is not tickling it no more, you know? So when you decide, or when you see that people are in their own lanes, meaning that they're distant probably, it's about that time. It's about that time, you know? So you want to be of service. You see yourself wanting to be of service. You want to volunteer. You want to, you know, really look into what your purpose is. You want to figure out how you can give more, how you can give to people more, or do more in the world. And you're like, I want to start doing more. I feel like I'm not fully complete without doing this for somebody, or doing that for this person, or, you know, maybe I'm, you know, needing a volunteer. I just feel like I need to give more of myself to the world. That is a sign that you're transitioning into going to start your spiritual journey very soon. Anytime you're ready to offer yourself to want to do more for the world, then it's time that you look into that. So number 7, lastly, you are more intuitive. So you really starting to peep a lot of stuff that maybe you didn't see before. You starting to really, you know, turn on as the spiritual world say, your third eye chakra is really heightened. You seeing stuff that, you know, you like, I let this pass last time, but I don't think I'm gonna let this pass this time. Or, you know, you really are into your thoughts and really doing a lot of self-reflection, really doing a lot of thinking, really just tuning into you now. You, like I said, you're just intuitive. You have instinct. You just know certain things happen, and they happen just like you said they were. So definitely it's time for you to start your spiritual journey. Bonus. I just thought about a bonus. Within the last few months, I noticed that I would wake up 2-3 times a week between 2 and 5 o'clock. And I would dig myself into my bed trying to figure out, like, why am I up at 2 in the morning? Like, what is it? And I was just like, okay, I did this for about a week, and I told my friend at the time, I said, friend, you know I ain't call it friend. I might have called it a friend, probably did call it a friend. I said, friend, why am I up at 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning? I can't go back to sleep. And, you know, she's already started her spiritual journey. And I kind of got some insight from her. But she told me that at those hours, it is most quiet. The world is basically stopped in the U.S., you know, unless you're in different time zones. But the world is most quiet, and this is the time where you are in your thoughts, and this is the time where your higher power, whoever that may be, is trying to tell you something. So I said, okay, fine, cool. So woke up the next couple of days, still like, okay, I'm not getting it. Week later, I'm getting all these ideas about what it is I need to be doing. I need to work on this. I need to write this down. And, you know, this is also a time where your thoughts are just there. This is also a good time for you to do some meditation. I'll speak about that in my next video. But doing meditation helps with settling yourself, grounding yourself, meaning that just clearing everything out, just clearing all the extra thoughts and just focusing on you in that moment. Whatever, you know, not your thoughts that you had before you went to bed or the week before, but what's going on in your brain now? What are you thinking about right now? So I knew that my higher power universe was trying to tell me something about my life and what I needed to do to change it. And if you are waking up between these hours, between 2 and 5 o'clock in the morning, you're not at work and you're not about to get ready for work, and you don't get up to get ready for work until 6 or 7, this is the time when you probably need to just meditate, lay in the bed, and just think and just hear what is going on around you. That is most definite. So those are the 7 plus a bonus sign as to, you know, letting you know you need to go ahead and start your spiritual journey to start changing your life for the better if you're ready. Sometimes we don't get those signs, you know, until we are at a certain age or whatnot. But when you see certain signs, the synchronicities, waking up early, you know, being intuitive, having your dreams, seeing yourself in your dreams, it is time for a change. So thank you so much. In my next video that I'll be doing, I will be talking about how to start your spiritual journey. So tune into that, which will be coming probably the next day or so. So thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I'm spitting and everything. I hope you stayed to the end. If you stayed to the end, I don't have nothing for you. But thank you so much for watching, and you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.